Welcome back, family, to NorthsideLDN. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. And yeah, I was too busy. Literally just finished now watching the highlights because I wasn't going to waste 90 minutes of my life watching that waste man game. Do you know what I'm saying? Congratulations to Liverpool. Just seeing the highlights. I was watching El Clasico with the Mandem. Do you get me? Bigger fish to fry. But what you man saying, man? What you man saying, Rashid?
No, we was chilling, bro, just with the Mandem, hanging around. I watched the game. Not all of it, obviously. I wasn't really concentrating on the game. But what is there really to say? The first half, we barely touched the ball. That's what I saw, the first half. Saka with a chance to put us 1-0 wide. 0 shots on target, 4 shots. Liverpool bossed us in the first half, man. Opening up the midfield. They should have scored more. They had a chance with Luis Diaz. Could have been 1-0, 1-1, whatever you want to call it. They were opening up that midfield. That's what worries me. That midfield, if it's not Declan Rice and Partey, if it's Moreno in that midfield, we will suffer. So if next season he's in the plans, we are going to suffer. Unless he plays as a striker. You get me? Apart from that, what did I really see, man? I saw the second half came out. They were playing better. Arsenal were pressing like we usually do. We're good at that, to be honest. The press. Liverpool could have beat us in the press the second half. But still, they managed to get away. And then after the red card, it was all Liverpool. We parked the bus, had about 1 shot from Odegaard, and that's about it, man. That's about it. That's the whole game. Like the resume. Didn't learn anything from the game.
In shots now, innit? Where's this been all season? Now you want to take shots outside the box?
Too late, my bro. We waited what? Like 50 games for this shit? 50 games for you to take shots? Like, come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Like I don't know if Arteta has released him and said, like, listen, take a shot, try. I don't know, man. But I think he's just under a lot of pressure. That's why he's just like, yo, I'm just gonna take my chance. But yeah, man, we waited a long time for these shots throughout the season. Yeah, I'll be real. If Odegaard took more shots throughout the season, we would have been in a better position than what we are. If he didn't always try to play the safe pass, and you guys saw his heat map, right? You guys saw his heat map. Everything going to the right, everything going to the left. Sorry, everything going to the left, and it's not Martinelli left. It's Rice left. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. At the end of the day, I didn't learn anything from this game, man. I didn't know already. Players missing chances, and then we're surprised that we missed chances against PSG. And then everybody's surprised. Why are you surprised, bro? It's been happening the whole season, missing in chances. You told me when Saka's back, you watch. Now what? He's back. He was playing the whole game. Martinelli, come on, bro. You got to do better. Bro. But yeah, man. It is what it is. Man.
Bro, even the defense, bro, like Saliba for the Robertson header, like my guy was just ball watching.
I think it was Kivior. I'll be honest, North. I think that was Kivior, because I'll tell you my version why it's Kivior. It's because Saliba was scanning the pitch, and he and like what's his name? He went behind him. My man. I forgot his name. What's his name, bro? The striker. He went behind him, yeah. And then now if we're playing the two, yeah, if we're playing the 2 centre backs and one guy's between us, who can see the player better? The guy that's looking towards this way, or the guy that's behind him? Because Saliba wasn't looking at him. It should have been Kivior that stuck to him, but Kivior was daydreaming at that point. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was Saliba.
I think they both were poor, bro. They both weren't picking up the attackers and the runners going in. Like the shots that Diaz was having and space and time, they both were just ball watching, bro. I can't lie. Even watching it back now, it's like, bro, like what are you doing? Like Kivior's nowhere near him. Yes, Kivior should be marking him, and that should be Kivior's man, but if you can see that, you know that he knows that Kivior's a liability, then you go pick him up, innit? If the player's not picking up the player, then you go pick him up. Because there was nobody else in the box. It was by himself. Robertson was in the box by himself. It's just all over the place, man.
Gakpo, you mean? You mean Gakpo? Was it Gakpo or Robertson? Or Gakpo?
Yeah, I think was it Robertson? I think it was Robertson. Now the Robertson goal. So what did Robertson go? Oh yeah, Gakpo. You're right.
Gakpo with the header, right?
Yeah,
Gakpo with the header. If you can see, he went behind. He was intelligent. He went behind him, and that's the point where like Kivior should have saw him, went straight to the player. But I don't know if Kivior expected Saliba to turn around and then mark Gakpo. But yeah, man, does it really make a difference, man? Does it really make a difference? Saliba's gone. His head's gone, man. He's like, what am I doing here, bro? Like, come on, man. What am I doing here? At this club, winning absolutely nothing. Just tactics. Stick to your man. Everybody back. Like, come on, man. The defense have been doing their job all season, yeah. And let's be real, yeah. If you're a defender like Saliba or Gabriel or Timber, defenders are all being on point. You see your strikers like messing up chances, and you've been defending your whole life, throwing yourself at the ball. You know what I'm saying? Getting every chance you can get. You know. Come on, man. Like at some point you will get pissed off. You will get pissed off, and you can't just expect the defense to get us through everything, man. But yeah, man.
Profile pic, bro.
It's crazy.
Big up Daniel, blood. Yeah.
Look at this guy, man.
Man got the Arteta bridesmaid picture on there.
Look at this guy, man. Nah, it's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. Macy, what did you make of the game, bro?
Well, I think that for me, Northside like sums up our season, because this year we've been absolutely dog shit. Our players, the whole squad for me is absolute useless. Our manager is absolutely fucked up. The fact that he subbed off Lewis Skelly for Calafiori summed up the whole game, because the fact of the matter is that all this manager does, he just only likes to start picking he keeps on picking his favorites every single time. And whenever his favorites don't they don't do anything good for us, he's always giving an excuse saying, "Oh, but he did but he scored a goal for us, or he made some contributions." Like, this manager for me, he just wants to protect anyone that he loves so dearly. And Declan Rice, I watched an interview, and when the reporter said to him, "Do you think Arsenal need a striker?" and then he said, "Oh, let's not. Oh, but we need to skip to the whole. We need to do this first before we think about it." Like, Declan Rice for me, I just don't know why he's not he's not saying that Arsenal desperately need a striker. He's just saying, "Oh, let me say this part because the manager told me to say it." I think Declan Rice for me, the Arteta's words has absolutely manipulated him. So now he's only doing what Arteta is telling him to do. Like some of the players today, for example, David Raya still continuing to come out of his goal every time, but he made some couple of good saves for us today. I mean, the defense for me were shocking. Like Kivior and Saliba, I think now they need to be moved on. I mean, Saliba, my brother, go and play for Real Madrid, win trophies there, and you will be one of the most recognizable defenders there. Kivior needs to jog on. I just don't know why this fan base got gassed up saying, "Oh, but Kivior can do a job." That guy has been at the club for 3 years and he hasn't proved a point for us. So now the time has come to just remove him from the squad. Ethan and Worry, I feel so sorry for the kid. This manager didn't even bring him on for the final few minutes of this match. I saw that look on Ethan's face. This is a guy for me that says, "I just had enough of this manager. If he does not want to use me anymore, then I should just do the right thing and walk out of this football club." The amount of disrespect that Ethan's been getting from Arteta is absolutely shocking. I feel sorry for that 17-year-old, and that reminds me of me. If someone doesn't want to use me anymore, then I should just leave. That's what Ethan is thinking right now. He's probably thinking he should just leave the football club. Like he should go and play for a proper football club that can get the very best out of him. And Mikel Moreno, despite the fact that he scored that goal, I said firsthand that he was going to get sent off. And what happened? He got sent off. And the fact of the matter is, when the referee was showing him a red card, he was like doing this, like, you motherfucker, get off the football pitch. You got sent off, so fucking leave. I'm sick of Moreno. I'm sick of the fact that this manager continues to put him in midfield. Why? Why does he keep doing this? Because he's using the same kind of thing that he did when Xhaka was in midfield. The same thing. Moreno and Xhaka, like when Xhaka was in midfield, he was getting absolutely dog-walked by anyone that he faced up against. Moreno is the same, getting cooked up by Gravenberch and Curtis Jones in midfield. And that, for me, right there, is the reason why next season this manager should fuck off out of this football club. If we do not win another trophy next season or the season before, this manager, for me, he needs to get the fuck out, and we need to go and get a proper manager with experience, because Arteta, despite the fact that he's thinking of the verge of Zubimendi coming to Arsenal is going to solve anything. I'm sorry, bro. It's not going to solve anything. I mean, Zubimendi is good. I've watched him when he was in Sociedad, but do you really think Zubimendi is going to fit the description of Arsenal's midfield? Like, come on.
I hear it. You know what was funny? And this is a point that Rashid made. Trossard got his assist off the left-hand side. Do you know what I'm saying? With the cross in the box. Martinelli scored his goal in the striker position. Like, this manager gets everything back to front. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why are you wasting our time?
And you know what's funny as well, Rashid, yeah? Where's Saka? Because when Saka come back from injury, these men were going on like Saka's going to get us to the promised land. We warned you. He is not fit. Another performance. Where is Saka? Where is Saka? Where is he? And we're not trying to cuss him. We're saying to you, he's not fit. My man got excited because he scored 2 goals. We said, yo, when you look at his performances, he's not up to scratch. We watch Saka week in, week out. We know when he's up for it, when he's not up for it. You can tell when a player's playing within himself and when they're playing with full confidence. Where was Saka today? Where was he? What did Moreno bring to the team today? Once again, how many times we need to say, I completely agree with Macy. How many times did we play Xhaka in the DM position when we knew his best attributes were going forward? And only when we stopped, we alleviated him away from the defensive attributes, you saw the best out of Xhaka. Doing the box-to-box, being more attacking, linking the defense to the attack. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. And Partey's a great player, but with his age and where he's at in his career, he can't do it alone. He can't run it alone because he hasn't got the legs to run it alone. Do you know what I'm saying? Pivot. Player, but come on, what are we doing? We knew that Kivior wasn't going to keep it together. Look at the opportunities. The fact is, Liverpool could have won it at the end with their chance, and they could have cooked us, and the game could have been sealed and done in the first half. That's the reality. It's just the fact that they didn't put us to the sword. Why didn't they put us to the sword? Because the job is already done. They don't need to put us to the sword. They didn't even need to win today. The job is done. Their job is done. They don't need to do anything else. So their fans can sit there and say, oh, well, you know, who cares about the result? Now is the time that you can say bigger fish to fry because the fish has been fried. They've won the Prem. We can't say that, though. Well, really and truly, I can't even say that we're fighting for pride because what pride has this team got? What pride is left in this team, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? What title race have we got? We've got 68 points. Liverpool got 83 points. There's no title race and there hasn't been a title race. So there's no pride to salvage. It's already an embarrassment. We're an embarrassment to get kicked out of the cup by Man United. We're an embarrassment to get slapped up and get kicked out of the other cup by Newcastle. It was an embarrassment the way that we weren't even in the tie against PSG on both legs. Maximum 20 minutes. Out of 180 minutes, we was in the tie for 20 minutes. It's already been an embarrassment. There's nothing to save, which is why I don't give a shit about this game and I'm not angry because I'm done. I already know where we are. I already know where this team is. There is no point me being angry. It is done, which is why I watched El Clasico. It's a joke. And once again, This manager's not learning from his mistakes. You didn't make the right substitutions against PSG. You didn't make the right substitutions in numerous games this season. And now up against Liverpool, you're bringing on defenders. Fuck defending, bro. Go for the win. If you want to restore anything, show us that you're learning. But instead, we'll bring defenders. We'll try and keep the score down. So there's a narrative. We're scared. Dickhead, bro. Dickhead club. I'm telling you, this club is a dickhead club, bro. Wasteman club. Wasteman club. I swear down.
Yeah,
This
dickhead
club,
club's crazy. I can't.
This
The
club
worst thing is that they take you for dickhead as well. And a lot
That's
of
a
people
dickhead club, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
these,
think
man.
that's the
You know what
worst
I'm
thing.
saying? It's mad. Yes, I already know about Chelsea. Before we get to Chelsea, King, what's going on with Man United, bro? You man, I'm telling you right now, you better not fuck up in that Europa League final, bro.
Just same old shit, Northside. That's what it is in the league. That's all it is, Northside. You know what I mean? That's all it is. What did I say to you when we was on the show the other day, bro? I said to Ruben Amorim to not start all of his starting 11. What does this guy do? Start pretty much all of his starting 11 apart from Dogu. And guess what, guys? He started Yeni Euro, and guess what's happened? Yeni Euro is now injured. So thank you yet again, Ruben Amorim. So yet again, Ruben Amorim. Two of our best centre backs are injured. You know what I'm saying? Seeing when you didn't need to play them. Well done, mate. We got outclassed by a West Ham team, bro. Before this game, yeah, West Ham haven't won a game in 8 games. Before this game, bro. Yeah, and Graham Potter just come into West Ham in mid-season, by the way. And West Ham have equally as worse players than Manchester United, and we got outclassed, bro. We got outclassed for 70 minutes of that game, bro.
Even Southampton drew against them. Spurs drew against them. You can't even get a draw against them.
No, bro, no. Like, bro, we had Harry Maguire, Lindelof, and that Fredrickson, that we could have played, bro, instead of Yeni Euro. But no, this guy decides to start Yeni Euro in a game that means absolutely zero. Yeah, and now he's injured. And by the look of his face, the injury does not look good. So Euro could miss the Europa League final. Even if De Ligt comes back in the Europa League final, he won't be fully fit. That's one thing as well. So you know what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying, bro. And you know what, yeah. If he starts Kobe, Mainu, and Ahmad in the next coming games as well, I won't be surprised if they get injured either. I won't be surprised, bro. And all I will say is, for all my fan base that is backing this manager because his name's called Ruben Amorim because it's a fancy name and that, yeah, like, bro, we are 16th in the league. We're on minus 11 goal difference, yeah. We are on minus 11. Now we are on minus 11, bro, and we're 16th in the league, bro. We're 16th in the league with minus 11 goal difference. Regardless if we win the Europa League or not, and I think we will win the Europa League, but regardless of that, yeah, regardless of that, Amorim should be sacked regardless. This manager is absolutely clueless, and this manager yet again on the sideline look absolutely clueless yet again. Like how many times, bro? Like there were so many players that you could have played, yeah, in front of Yeni Euro, but then you want to play Yeni Euro when you know Yeni Euro played the 90 minutes against Bilbao in the last game. And you know that Yeni Euro has had injury problems as well. But then you still decide to play him in a game that is worth absolutely zero.
Why need to start Cheeto? I don't get it. Like, maybe Cheeto could be, even if he's a half-decent striker, yeah, at least you can make some money out of that. Because, come on, let's be real, you guys need the funds, yeah? There's no point investing in Rasmus. His stocks ain't going to go up, and you're not gonna be able to recruit paid for him. So you might as well play Cheeto. You might as well. There's literally no point. I don't really
No.
get it. Like, and you're defending, bro. Your defending was fucking hilarious. I saw the highlights of the game. Oh my
Yeah.
god, the most basic defending, bro. Like there's no one. The wing backs, bro, are not getting back. Your three centre halves, bro, are not picking up their man. You know what I mean? The defenders are just beat so easy, so easy. There's gaps all over.
Yeah.
the
They
place,
leave a lot of space as well, innit? They leave a lot of space, bro.
You leave so much space.
Yeah.
I don't get it, bro.
It's because of the system. It's because of the system, though.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
you
Because
know
I
what's
watched
mad?
the video the other day. Yeah?
The way he plays three at the back.
No, but no.
Them,
I watched the video the other day, and they play 3 in the back, and they got the 4. Yeah, but if you see the way they have predictable patterns of play, so when he goes centre back, midfield, he has to go out wide, and if it doesn't go back there, straight back into midfield, and that's how they just catch them off guard, catch them lacking every time, bro.
Yep.
Then you get left with like a big gap between that and the defender from midfield, and then all you have to just run straight at a Maguire or something, bro. And all of them get beat 1v1. Because you know the problem is not you don't have to be a great defender. You have, bro, space, a defender with space. You can easily do stuff. It's the problem is you always want as an attacker, yeah. If you get given space, you're chilling. You know what I mean? One defender in space, you're chilling. And this is what seems to happen a lot. Like just one.
Bro, they should just fuck off the 210s thing, Yasser, bro. Just do the Inter Milan thing. 3,
yeah,
5.
but I
10,
cooked. This is why I cooked Amorim for a time, bro. Because I said if he knew you ain't getting money, he should have just done the Tuchel thing and what we done in January. Because like, remember, I told you earlier, it's the same situation. He came in and he's winning 1 European trophy, or he has something to win, yeah, which is similar to what they're doing now. As in, he's coming mid-season or something, and he has a trophy he can win. Do you get it? All he has to do is just get the best out of the squad he has, bro. If it's a 2, 4 in the back, 3 in the back, 5 in the back, wherever it is, yeah. Even if he has to play Cheeto and Hoyland up front, if that gets the best out of the team, and I know it won't, but I'm saying just an example, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to the end of the season, and then he gets rid of whoever he wants to get rid of when he get money. Cool. He got rid of Rashford and Anthony, who are attacking threats. Or even if you would say they're not good enough, they could have provided him something. Anthony could have played wing back. Do you know what I mean? He played them once against Southampton. Him and Ahmad linked up, scored a hat-trick. I think Ahmad did. Was it hat-trick, King? Against Southampton.
Yeah. Ahmad scored a hat-trick against Southampton. Yeah.
We were losing and he scored that like X amount of goals. And then he just he got rid of Anthony. He got one loan. Rashford's gone on loan. They were celebrating, but brother, look at who's left over, bro. Look at who's left over, and then he's still playing Hoyland.
Yeah, and he started Mainu in the pivot, by the way. He started Mainu yet again in the pivot, by the way. Yet again, when he said Mainu can't defend, he said Mainu struggles to defend in the pivot, but yet he starts Mainu in the pivot again. So this manager's been having no clue. Like, and the funny thing is, Ruben Amorim got done by his own system. West Ham play the same system as us, bro. You get me, bro?
They ain't got no system, bro. You know what I mean? You say you got beaten by someone with no system. You know what I mean? But this is the point. The point is, bro, I think if Amorim's supposed to be a good coach, he could have done something, innit? This whole I'm tired of hearing people keep saying these are not his players and that.
Yeah.
What? And they keep the problem is if you're gonna say these are not his players, you're going under the assumption, that your ownership are gonna do a complete overhaul. And I know that that's what the fans want. You know, a lot of these fans keep saying we need to get rid of half of the squad, we need to start again and that. But you ain't got no money, bro. And on top of that, on top of not having money, you don't seem to be able. You don't have the board to do that whole complete overhaul that we did at the time, yeah. So I don't understand where all this energy is coming from. Like, as in the manager don't need to get anything out of the squad, bro. They keep telling you it's not his players, not his players, not his players. But what does that mean? Do you not still have, as a manager, do you not have is your main role not actually getting something out of them?
Yeah, but Van Gaal didn't have his own. But Louis Van Gaal didn't have his own players, and guess what? Louis Van Gaal did won an FA Cup and finished 5th.
And then he found out he got sacked by his wife. By the way, she heard the people talking about it in the in the boxes. She's walking. Yeah, that's how she found out her husband's sacked, and then that's how he found out he got sacked.
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
But
if you couldn't work with the players, then don't take the job, innit? Simple as that. That's
yeah,
down to you, innit? Don't take the job
that,
because you're like, you should be assessing and saying, okay, cool. You know what I mean? The club approach you about the job. You say, okay, cool. With what you've got, how much money do I have to spend? Which players am I allowed to move on? And with your players that you've got, do I want to take the job or not? That's just a cop
he
out.
knew
But no,
that he
at the same
wasn't going to
time,
get
yeah, look
any
at it
money
like this.
though,
Look at it like
Northside.
this. A lot of these players we're getting now, these managers are getting now, not even their players. Like
No.
Maresca's not choosing his players. The club's choosing the players, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
club
building the
players,
system
yeah.
around it.
Do you know
Bro.
what makes it worse though, Yasser? Yeah, Ten Hag, the manager they wanted out, was doing better with this group of players. Not saying that he was the
Yeah.
guy to go.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I
makes
tell
you
you,
worse as a manager.
I spoke about this with Sunshine and someone else yesterday.
Hmm.
And if Davante was here, I would have told you. Ten Hag was running on this Ajax system thing, which is a lot of people didn't know. So they had the whole structure. They had Van der Sar, Overmars, all of them in board level, and they basically said, "You're playing the Ajax way. These are the players, isn't it?" And he had to
Yeah.
play a certain way, and it worked. Now, a lot of people in the Premier League, they call it that Farmers League, and that big up Enrique. He told us,
Yeah.
we're going to the final Farmers League, but basically what's happening is a lot of people from the outside were thinking that was Ten Hag ball. They didn't know that was Ajax ball. So when he's come over here, they're saying he's gonna play Ajax ball, and then he told them, no, I'm playing this way, the United way. Everyone's looking at him saying, no, but we wanted you to play the Ajax way. He's like, no, I'm playing my way, which is kind of, he showed you that this is the way he plays, 3-1-6 or 3-6-1, whatever it is that he does. Yeah. He knows. But basically, Amorim's coming, and he's like, he keeps saying I'm playing my system and that, but he hasn't got the players that have the IQ to understand what he wants to do, because a lot of these managers, they play this complicated system, innit? You do this, you go there, you go forward and backwards. Brother, if you got a guy who's brain dead in midfield, they ain't gonna do that for you, innit? He's just gonna leave the space. And then on top of that, if you keep looking at what he's doing, it don't make sense. You bring your whole January transfer window, you're fiending for a left wing back, yeah. First game, you're playing right wing back. Bro, Kobe Manu in the 9. I ain't never see. I mean, it could have worked in some ways or another. Like maybe if it works out, he has to try different things. I can't take that away from him. But if you got Xerxes on the bench, why you keep starting Hoyland? They they're saying, okay, maybe if it raises his value, then we can sell him. Bro, you need to save that kid for himself. Every time he plays, you're just taking 10 million off his name, of his value. That's if you got anything remaining. So if you keep saying I want to win games, play the guy. Okay, cool. Xerxes injured now. You're stuck with Hoyland. Play Cheeto, bro. Maybe if he gets in a good enough run of games and he gets the confidence, he might perform in the.
But they can do that. They can play. You can play Cheeto. You can play Bruno up front as a 2, because Bruno does his best work, in the final third. So just put him there. Do you know what I'm saying? You might as well tell him, bro, you ain't gonna do the work in the middle anyway. So just put him there. In the midfield, you got Agate, you got Casemiro. You could even add Eriksen there and say, okay, cool. Those 3 will do the dog work of the midfield of Mkhitaryan, Kanioglu, and them man there at Inter. Then
that's what I'm saying.
You got them man there. All of a sudden, you've got a midfield that can defend and a midfield that can go forward. You've seen Casemiro score goals. You've seen Casemiro pin some balls through you. Eriksen can pick a pass. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you've got Cheeto up there, and then you've got Bruno. All of a sudden, Bruno doesn't need to provide for anyone. Just take a shot.
No.
He has got a decent shot on him. Just take a fucking shot in it, because that's what he likes to do anyway. He does that all the time anyway. So just get the ball to him, and then Cheeto's already a striker. There you go. Or if you don't have Cheeto there, okay, maybe you play, I don't know, play Mason Mount a bit more forward. But there's options that you can do there. Why do you need to play with the 2 10s? What's it providing you, bro? What is it actually providing you? Mason Mount scored 2 goals or the other day or something, and then today you're seeing his level back again. Do you know what I'm saying? Kobe Mano, he's playing with a striker. How can you feed a striker like Rasmus? How can you feed a striker like that? He's a bimbo.
You can't. And the fact is, Manu doesn't even really play in the 10. He's only played in the 10 like 3 or 4 times. Most of the times he played as an 8. And Amorim has said himself that he struggles to defend in the pivot, but yet he plays him in the pivot. Like, people can say that he doesn't have his own plays and that, but Wolverhampton Wanderers won 6 games in in a row, bro. Wolverhampton Wanderers won 6 games in a row, and their new manager didn't have all of their players. David Moyes didn't have all of his players at Everton, but he still manages to get 3-4 wins in a row with that Everton team. You know what I mean? Like Graham Potter doesn't have all of his players, but Graham Potter outclassed this manager today, and we saw it in the Champions League as well with Inzaghi. Inzaghi is working with 37-year-old Mkhitaryan, 37-year-old Acerbe, and freaking 37-year-old Summer and that, and he's working with.
Can't get a tune out of Ericsson that's 33.
Yeah, and he's also got man like Thuram and Martinez up front, and no one was screaming, and no one was like hyping up like Martinez or Thuram. No one was like, oh, let's get Martinez, let's get Thuram, let's get, you know what I mean, let's get Mkhitaryan, let's get Acerbi. But no one was screaming about them. But all of a sudden, Inzaghi has got these man, you know, playing at like a great level, or got some of them playing at a world class level at 37. You know what I'm saying? So man don't want to hear it, bro. Regardless, bro. And the facts is Louis van Gaal didn't have all of his players. When Louis van Gaal didn't have all of his players, guess what he did when he didn't have all of his players? He played the youth. He played the youth academy. He gave the youth a chance. He would play man like Tyler Blackett, Paddy McNair, Valera, and them man there. Yeah, that's what Louis van Gaal was at Manchester United. He got Manchester United 4th in the first season with a style of play, and in the second season we finished 5th only on goal difference, because we would have finished 4th if we had a better goal difference, and he won the FA Cup as well. Under this manager, there's no style of play. We are on -11 goal difference. Yeah, we're 16th in the league, bro. Everything just backwards, blood. Everything just backwards. And the funny thing is, most of my fan base wanted Louis van Gaal out. They wanted Louis van Gaal out for winning the FA Cup and finishing 5th. And Louis van Gaal had a style of play, because they said Louis van Gaal's football was boring. So if Louis van Gaal's football is boring, what is Ruben Amorim's football? That's what I want to ask. What is Ruben Amorim's football?
Yeah,
Can
mad.
anyone answer that?
It's mad. It's phase 1 football, bro. It's phase 1. You know what I'm saying? Josh, what are you saying, man? As a Liverpool fan, congrats again on winning the league. And
it's hard to be shameless, man, because you guys all are really like.
Yeah, congrats, Josh.
So I can't really be too shameless with you guys. If it was other people here, best believe we'd be shameless. You know, like certain crowds, yeah. You know, like you don't want to be disrespectful. You don't want to be rude to them because they're cool people, innit? So you just kind of just don't say anything. You just kind of dial it back. Like you, Rashid, Macy, Carl, you guys are good people, man. So
big up, man. What do you mean?
I keep the shamelessness to very low key.
Your team, you know what I mean? Listen, you're champions. Us lot, the peasants, you know what I'm saying? What do you make of the peasants, bro? What do you make of Arsenal? What do you make of Man United?
I'll be completely honest with you, yeah. I see Arteta in 2 lights. I think he's a good manager. On some days, I think he's a very good manager. I don't think we can discredit what he has done for Arsenal. As far as being a top manager, I think a lot of the top gooners, yeah, what they don't seem to understand is if like we've never watched football before. I don't need to be a Man United fan to know that Fergie's a top coach. I don't need to be an Arsenal fan to know that Wenger's a top coach. I don't need to be a Real Madrid fan to know that Carlo Ancelotti's a top coach. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, you haven't achieved anything yet, so stop trying to beg for respect. Respect is earned, not given, and it's not like, and people like to do this black and white thing. Yeah, there's levels to respect. Do you get what I'm saying to you? The more people do for you, the more you respect them. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the thing. He hasn't done anything. He's got Arsenal to a very good level, and that's about it. It's not really improved. And the other thing as well, I find him kind of arrogant as well. Like just because you got co-signed by Pep Guardiola doesn't really mean anything. You still have to be your own man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he's just not his own man. I also feel like he just steals tactics. Like, you know, Pep wants to sign, he wants to play 4 centre-backs across the back line. I will play 4 centre-backs across the back line. Pep wants to invert a full-back. I will invert a fullback. Pep plays false nine, I will play false nine. Pep plays midfielders up front, I will play midfielders up front. It just feels like he just steals everything from other people. Like, and when you talk about nowadays, football is about styles and systems. Like, really and truly, after 5 years, can you someone please tell me, like, what is his style of play? Like, what is his actual system? You don't even need to go into in depth. Just give me the basics. Just give the basics, and you really can't, because you don't know what he's trying to do. You really don't. Like with all due respect, I don't understand how you're playing a team like PSG and you're resorting to long throws. Just deep that for a second, and the throwing takes half an hour, bro. You know you're losing the game, right? Like, you're literally eating into your own time. I don't understand. Like, it's baffling to me. It's so baffling to me. But look, it all depends. I personally believe, I'm gonna put my neck on the line. I think there's players in that team. I'm looking at some of their faces, and I think they've been on this journey with this guy for too long. And I have a feeling you guys are gonna fall off next year, because I'm looking at Bukayo Saka, I'm looking at Martin Odegaard, I'm looking at Martinelli, I'm looking at, Jesus is injured, so we won't include him. If Thomas Partey stays, I'm looking at Thomas Partey, Gabriel, Saliba, all of these guys that have been here for 3 or 4 years, right? I know some of them are quite young, like Saka's 23, he's going to turn 24. Saliba's roughly 24, 25. But you're giving, every year you're giving good years of your life. Like, you're a fully fledged first team footballer. Like, Saka, if Saka rocks up at Barcelona, no one's sitting there shocked that Lamine Yamal is sitting on the bench, because Saka's a wicked footballer. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah? You're giving good years of your life for a man that cannot take you over the line. Do you know what I mean?
What? Could you repeat that, please? The last part.
I said, which part?
If Saka goes to Barcelona?
If Saka goes to Barcelona, it's no surprise that he'd be like if Lamine Yamal has to sit on the bench, because Saka's a top footballer. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
I wouldn't be shocked if he went there, but he would be holding bench.
No, but you understand my point, though.
I'm looking at him like,
if he went to a club of that level,
he can walk into any top club, right, in world football, and he's starting for them. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, most of them. Okay, fine. Maybe Barcelona was a bad example. I'll say Real Madrid.
Yeah, that was a bad example.
Fine, bad example. Fine. Real Madrid. If he rocks up at Real Madrid tomorrow,
no, he can't.
I'm surprised that he's starting on the right wing.
Rodrigo, what are you saying? Rodrigo.
No, but there's an argument, because Rodrigo's a baller, yeah. But then Saka puts up numbers. I rate Rodrigo. I'm not trying to shit on Rodrigo, but if you're going off of numbers, Saka's elevated his game in terms of numbers, innit, before the injury. So there's an argument that he can get into that team. But when it comes to him and Yamal, different level.
Oh,
completely.
Okay, so PSG, Dembele.
No, but that's why we said most. I didn't say every team. Most.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So City, only City, maybe.
I use the bad example. That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe City.
I get it. I get what he's saying. The base of what he's saying is, we wouldn't be surprised if Saka goes to a big club, Saliba goes to a big club, Gabriel goes to a big club. There's a lot of players right now giving up their best career years to this manager. Even Partey deserves so much more, bro. The level of Partey,
5 years, no cup finals.
Bro, this guy was a starter at Athletic. You know what I'm saying? This guy was winning big trophies, bro. Comes to Arsenal, look at his career, bro. Like, his career should be way more decorated, Thomas Partey. Remember this fan base, before we got Declan Rice, was having the discussion about Partey being arguably the best DM in the league. So what is he got to show for? Do you get it? Like, this is before the McAllister talk. This is before certain players. This is before Caicedo and all of that. He was in those discussions. Now, obviously, those players have come. They're hitting their prime years. He's obviously his latter stages of his career. Cool. But this guy was up there. And it's like, bro, like, what are we doing? We're wasting this guy's time. And I completely agree, bro. I completely agree. I think, do you know what's mad? Yeah, we've seen top players want to leave Wenger's club. You know what I mean? Like, Wenger's squad, yeah, and say, yo, I'm Haleb, I want to leave. I'm Alex Song, I want to leave. I'm Adi Bayo, I want to leave.
Van Persie,
I want to leave.
Bro,
this is Wenger.
That's leaving.
You get me? This is Wenger. Would you lot? Coutinho said, yo, I want to leave. You get what I'm saying? I want to leave, bro. This is under clock. Now I want to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? Fergie, Rooney saying, yo, I want to leave.
Yeah, but North, could I add something to that, yeah? You're talking about ballers there that can leave to top clubs. For us, how many really players can really leave and play for the top club?
Right.
Saliba. I can see Saliba. Gabriel, I don't.
Timber.
Maybe Rice. Maybe the Rice. Yeah, Timber, I don't know. Something like that.
Saka. don't know who else.
Saka,
Ethan Ranieri.
Saka and our two left back. Our two centre back. That's
Partey.
it.
I'm not a big Partey fan, but he's had a very good season. I will say that much.
Partey can't go to a big club now. He's too old. No?
I mean, Inzaghi would get the best out of him again. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, so he would do it.
He go to a top Serie A team, Juventus, AC Milan, they'll take him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Probably, yeah. True.
Oh, Juventus. Look at the state of Juventus.
Yeah,
bro.
but like the fact is as well is that I've seen some of your fan base like being happy to get rid of Partey, and I'm like, that's mad, because it's like Thomas Partey is like being your best midfielder this season, and what's the main point of bringing in Zubimendi and then getting rid of Thomas Partey? You know what I'm saying? Because if you was to bring in Zubimendi and you was to let Partey go and Zubimendi was to get injured, then what?
Yeah, Moreno. That's the whole point. Moreno is the.
I think they'll put Skelly into midfield next season. Then.
I don't think they'll put him in there, but I would like to see him in the midfield. You know what I'm saying? But then who covers that left back position? Because I don't trust this manager in the scouting. You know what I mean? He's the one that brought in flipping Zinchenko and Tavares. So it's like, dude, I just don't trust this manager's ID, like his player ID. I know we got Berta right now, and hopefully, God willing, Berta's the one that's in charge of the transfers and the player ID. Hopefully,
but I don't know.
I'll give you an indication that this guy won't. I'll give you.
Go on, Rishi, go on.
I was going to say, I want to give you an indication that this guy won't put Skelly in midfield. When he came, Martinelli was balling as a striker for Unai Emery. Where did he put him? Left wing. Where is he still playing? Left wing. The guy, if he sees you, in his head, you play in a certain position, he will not change his mind. He doesn't even change his mind on games. He doesn't even change his mind on tactics. The way he approaches game, he does not change his mind. And that's one of his biggest weaknesses, in my opinion. But on the other hand, like you said, Berta, I hope that he starts making club signings, not Arteta signings. Arteta signings ain't working. Club signings, I really want to see some club signings. And I think Zubimendi's a club signing. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, a Gyökeres, something like that. I don't know. Shock me, man. Shock me. I want to wake up some morning. I don't know.
Do you know what, Rashid? Yeah, the mad thing is like Slot has shown. Yeah, it doesn't take years and years and years to improve players, isn't it? Like, if you're a top manager, you can improve players within months. Yeah. Like you look at Slobo, you look at Gakpo, you look at Gravenberch, you look at Diaz. Like, okay, you'd probably say that Jota, maybe more because of injuries. You know what I mean? He had a couple of injuries. His season's been a bit hit and miss. But he's improved a lot of those players, bro. A lot of players that people that Liverpool fans were like, not too sure about you. Our players, it takes years. They need time to grow. They need this and no, they don't, bro. No, they
need
don't.
time to gel. That's what they say.
Do you get me? Like, look at Inzaghi, bro, with a bunch of like 36, 37-year-old free transfers, bro. You know what I mean? Like, look at the goalkeeper that he was able to bring to the team. But this is all bullshit, bro. Like, if the players are good enough, they're good enough. And if your system is good enough, you'll get the most out of those players. I just don't see us going anywhere with this team, bro. I really don't, bro. I really don't see anything.
Look what Hansi Flick's done with Rafinha as well. Look what Hansi Flick's done with Rafinha. Everyone was talking like Rafinha was a scrub like last season, did this and that. And now Rafinha, has got like, 50 goals or something in the old comps or something daft like that.
They were saying Lewandowski's washed. I was saying Lewandowski's washed. He was looking washed. He was looking washed. I'm not gonna lie. He was looking washed, bro. And then he comes in and improves. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the best managers do. They get the best out of those players when you think they're gone. Look at flipping when Luis Suarez went to Atletico, bro. I was looking at that. I think Luis Suarez's best days are behind him. Goes there, wins a league title, bro. Like, that's what top managers do.
And was the top scorer.
Thank you.
Yeah, crazy.
No penalties.
That's mad. That's mad.
I was like, yo, Bruno.
No Bruno settings.
No.
You get me? Bro, I would have said, yo, Mkhitaryan, Kanioglu, what, midfield? Nah, bro. I would say I wouldn't want that. Look at that's what you want. Great managers will make you think, yo, players done out here, and then Look at what they're doing. Do you get it?
It's also
That's
man
what they
management.
do.
It's also man management as well. That's it. That's like a very important thing. Do you know what I mean? That's really important.
I just need
I think
one
it's
of these
system.
players, bro. We need one of these players here to say, fuck it, I'm off, yeah, and it's gonna be a domino effect. That's all we need. We need one of them to just light a spark.
Can I just quickly say something here? What's crazy here that people have not mentioned at all? Both of our strikers, yeah, Darwin Núñez on 5 goals, league goals. Jota's on 6 league goals. John Duran, who left the country in January, is on 7 league goals. They are gonna. That is our 2 strikers, and we've won the league. Do you know how crazy that is? Our 2 centre forwards aren't even going to out at this rate. They're not outscoring John Duran, and John Duran is not even in the same continent as them. It's mental.
But
It is mental.
it's obviously why, right?
Picks up the numbers of a clinical striker, innit? That's the thing.
Of course, yeah, but that goes without saying. But still, do you see how? But this is the thing, though. Do you know how many chances that we create and how many chances that they miss, and still you've only got 5 and 6 league goals? That's crazy, man. If we get a centre forward, yeah, if we get a proper centre forward, we might clean up.
If you had Marmoush, bro, I feel like Marmoush would have been cooking in your system, bro.
See, the thing is, I don't know about Marmoush because I'm actually. Do you know what it is? I like Marmoush, but there are certain players that you see in world football that are talented, but you actually prefer them to go to another team because you don't want to take the risk. See, when he was cooking at Frankfurt, he was playing in the 2 up front. So it's very risky to take a player from 2 up front to ask him to play by himself. Now, obviously, at City, it's worked out, but I wasn't really happy to take that risk on him. You know what I mean? And plus, they gave him like a ridiculous wage, 300,000. Bro, we look at what Mohamed Salah had to do to get a new contract. We're giving Marmoush 300,000. Are you crazy? But Mohamed Salah literally had to roll back the years, back to 17, 18 to get a new contract. And you want to get Marmoush on 300k for doing nothing?
Yeah, nah, for the wages, I mean.
Man.
But just on the ability, though, like I felt like
ability's
he's
fine.
a constant threat in that Man City team.
Yeah.
Bro. Like he kind of reminds me, not saying he's the same level because he's not. Not right now, but like his movement on the ball and the way he's always a threat, it reminds me a bit of
He's
a Aguero.
different.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
And he can dribble as well.
His dribble is cold, bro. And then the thing is, he'll drop onto the left wing and then he'll drop central, drop the defender. He's always asking questions of the defender. He always finds gaps to lay off the shot. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like next season, I think he's going to kick off, bro. I feel like Marmoush
100%.
cold, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Cold.
That's another player that I wanted at United, by the way.
In that Liverpool team, he would cook, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, Josh, the chances that you create, innit? Like he's doing that in a City team that's been all over the place, like a really like tired midfield and their wingers as well, like not taking their opportunities. I think with you lot, I feel like that would have been cold. But like you said, I fair point. You guys wouldn't offer the wages, innit? And you lot don't really do the transfer. Like you guys are like us. You don't really do the going in bidding wars. That's not really
don't. We have a sweet spot. It's 30 to 50 million. Like that's our sweet spot. We don't like to pay more than that most often than not.
Go get Pavlidis, man. I know you're stung with the Darwin Núñez thing, yeah, but trust me, Pavlidis, bro.
Who?
I'm
Is that the
telling you,
Benfica striker?
Yeah, he's good, bro.
It's not again. I can't do it. Please.
Not every player's a scrub, though, bro. Bro, Ruben Diaz came from Benfica. Yeah, Ruben Diaz came from Benfica. Flipping Oblak came from Benfica. Do you know what I'm saying? There's loads of players that came from. Come on, bro. Not everyone's a
They're so good at flipping. No, Benfica are excellent. They're so good at flipping players. They're so good at buying players and turning them over. It's incredible, their system. It's incredible.
Don't get Antonio Silva, though. Don't believe the hype.
No, thank you.
Of course not.
No, thank you.
I'm telling you, bro. They're going to struggle to even get 40 M's for him. I'm telling you.
Who's that player that Benfica have, that Turkish player? Used to play for Feyenoord. Is it Koku?
Atokoglu.
No. There's a guy that used to play.
Kokshu.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he just came from Feyenoord. Bro. He's supposed to be good.
Nah. Another Odegaard. Trust me. He's the understudy to Odegaard. Get me? Them boys, they're broskies like this. Trust me.
I'm Turkish Odegaard.
Yeah. The only thing, do you know what it is? Yeah. On the ball, like in open play, he's like Odegaard. But then I wouldn't say he's as good as Ward-Prowse, but he's very good at free kicks. He is very good.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, he is very good at free kicks, but a lot of them do go like nearly in. Like it skims the post, but you can see he's got talent when it comes to free kicks. But bro, you're gonna get him just for free kicks. You get me? You get it? It's kind of dead, bro. He don't offer anything in open play, which is why I said Ward-Prowse. But Yeah, nah, forget him, bro. Forget him. But the two talented players at Benfica, I'd say, is Atokoglu, the left winger, and Pavlidis, bro. Trust me, Pavlidis, the goal that the equalizer against Sporting, bro, he took on that three of the defenders, bro, and just created a whole goal by himself, bro. And then he scored goals against Barcelona. I think he scored a brace or something against Barcelona. He's been scoring goals in the.
Was that
trust
the
me, he's
3-3
good.
game? Was that the 3-3 game?
Yeah, the 5-4. I think it's 5-4. Because was winning 4-1 at half time. It was 5. Yeah, I think it was 5-4. He's good, bro. Trust me, because he Pavlidis, he's actually worked his way up like proper, bro. Because he was at AZ Alkmaar and he was top scorer. Then he's come to Benfica and we've been shit, and he's been like one of the shining lights in it. In a team that's shit, bro. Like, he's actually good. He needs to work on his game a little bit more, but bro, the team is trash, bro. Trust me. Darwin Núñez is always dead.
Doesn't David Neres play for you guys?
Nah, we got rid of him.
Oh yeah.
And he's at Napoli and he's on the verge of winning a title with them.
He's a scrub. You know what I'm saying?
Neres.
Yeah, he's shit, bro. He's so shit, brain dead, bro. Do you know what he's like? The best way I can describe him, he's like a B-Tech Doku. He's a B-Tech version.
That's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. No, this is why, when man were hyping up to me about Nico Williams and that, I said this guy just a spicy Doku, bro. I said this guy just a spicy Rashford, bro. Like Nico Williams, like they were talking. Also, of us were talking about Nico Williams. Yeah, Nico Williams. Just that he's trash, bro. He didn't, bro. Even in the first leg, I against us, he didn't do nothing, bro. He didn't do nothing, bro. You get me, bro? Mazzarari had him in his pocket, mate. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is what it is.
It's not worth investing in Nico Williams. Not when he's got such ridiculous wages as well. It's not worth it.
How much is Nico Williams on?
Go on.
200 to 250,000 euros.
Nah.
Do you know? No. But do you know why that is? Do you know why that is? Athletic Bilbao are a Basque club. They have a club policy where 70% of their players have to come through there, have to basically be local. You have to be local. That's why they don't sign anyone. Yeah, so they give their players. Like, do you remember, like, about 3 or 4 years ago? Actually, I say 3 or 4. It might have been more like 6 or 7 years ago. Remember his brother Nico Williams? No, his brother
Iñaki.
He signed a 9-year contract. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When he was like his hype was building up, and then he signs a 9-year contract with Bilbao. They try and keep their players. That's why it cost Chelsea so much to get Kepa Arrizabalaga, because they can't replace Kepa. Because once they lose their number one goalkeeper, they have to go to the youth academy or somewhere to find them. So that's why they're on such high wages. So it's not worth investing into Bilbao players. That's why.
I think they relaxed it a little bit. I think they said if you can prove that you have any Basque ancestry, then you can play.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. But because I'm saying, but do you know what? That club is so big. Yeah. Imagine if they just went away from that. Like, obviously, that's their club identity. That's up to them, innit? But like, they've actually got a lot of heritage. They've won a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? They're a massive club. They restrict themselves with that. Yeah. I hate this fucking. Why is everyone sucking off Leao, bro? I don't want no fucking Leao at my club. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he's trash, man. He's trash, bro.
He's overrated. He's overrated, and he's lazy.
Do you know what it is? It's the videos on Insta. I can't lie. I'll be watching Leao sometimes. I'll be real. I do. I'm guilty.
Yeah, it's the comments, bro. It's the comments, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when you watch the comments, he looks like Neymar. He looks like Neymar in comments.
Neymar.
But when you actually watch this guy, bro, he play for Portugal, or Milan. He does nothing, bro. He does nothing.
Yeah, he does.
If you catch him on a good day, you will think like this guy's a baller. Because I maybe caught him on a good day. I watched him against Newcastle last Champions League. Was it season before that? He was balling. I'll be real. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I didn't watch him this season, to be honest. I didn't. But if you listen, there's some players.
Arsenal. He looks good on his day against Southampton.
Yeah, true.
He looks good, innit? You know what I'm saying?
But no, he looks good, but not like Leao good. Leao looks like someone that if he played like that every day, he would be up there with, Lamine Yamal and Vinny and them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But Odegaard, I think
Yeah, but Vinny isn't all of that either, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're hyping up Vinny.
I'm not hearing it, man.
What's Vinny done this season, bro? He's not better than Olise, bro. He's not better than Olise, and he's not better than Rodrigo, and he's not better than Trevor. Like, what we doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Vinny's another one. What his weight is overrated. He's just a moments player, bro. That's all what man
He's
is. Bro.
fun to watch.
Brazilian tax, bro. There's still
He ain't no Neymar, bro. The way that
it's Brazilian.
The way
tax,
that man
bro.
comparing to Neymar, bro.
If Martinelli was English, yeah, bro, they would have been onto him. It's because he's Brazilian.
Yeah, facts.
It's true.
Facts.
It's true.
You know the left winger-
When you're Brazilian, yeah,
winger
all of a
you should
sudden,
check out.
I think he's got something. I think he's got something. He's fucking shit, bro. I don't care if he's Brazilian.
There's a
By the way, Mandem, he's not Brazilian, yeah. He's Lebanese. Just so you know, if you go to you
I'm not
study
even gonna offend them like that.
historically, I'm telling you, historically speaking, for all the geeks out there, do you know what I'm saying, like me, yeah, he's Lebanese, bro. Like Kaka, innit? Like Kaka, but Kaka, we're talking different levels. But yeah, Martinelli, bro. The thing is, Martinelli's a pace and power player. You do need them in the team. I don't believe the whole team should be all technical. Like everybody needs to be technical. I'd rather it be like 80% tech, but you need that pace and power. Do you know what I'm saying? You need that someone. Yeah, 1 or 2. I don't believe in like maybe when it comes to the striker, yeah, pace and power is important for him. When it comes to the striker, all the wingers. So yeah, but the thing is that wingers nowadays, all they're doing is passing back. It's a meme now. You lot saw it on Insta. Like it's a meme now. Like what do wingers really do?
Has the intelligence in the box and can read the game and can anticipate crosses and his movement is elite. I don't mind if he's not that fast. I just mind that he makes sure he makes the right runs, he gets in the right spaces, and he puts the ball in the back of the net. You don't necessarily need to be mad fast. You know what I'm saying? Wide players, wingers, I hear it. Yeah, I'm saying because of this league, but I don't really care, bro. Like when Benzema, like when he lost most of his speed, not saying that he was always mad quick, but when he lost most of his speed, what did he rely on? His anticipation. Harry Kane, his anticipation in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, Aubameyang as well, anticipation in the box.
Yeah.
So I don't really need that. I've seen Berbatov, 0 pace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it was FIFA back then, yeah, his pace would have probably speed, agility, acceleration would have all been on like 20, 30, bro. And I'm seeing this guy just bopping the ball, just back of the net every time. But this guy's walking. Like, how is he walking?
Yeah, but but there's like football nowadays, yeah, is divided into 2. So a player like Declan Rice is not a baller. He's a destroyer. He's a good player. You need him in the team to destroy. He's not that baller. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just an example for if anybody that loves Declan Rice. I feel like it was a waste of money, but whatever. I know. There's a lot of Arsenal fans do like even our team, even the bottom gooners. A lot of them like Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? And I get it.
Yeah,
I get why you like Declan Rice. You get me? But it's just that now football nowadays is just divided into 2, bro. It's either you're a baller or pace and power.
Yeah.
So you pick. You have to pick. What do you pick, though? That's the question.
Even man speak about Osman and that, yeah, saying that United should sign Osman. Osman wants 300k. I'm not paying 300k for a man that averages 15 goals a season and doesn't offer a lot in general play. I'm not, bro. Like I'm not. Like he's not worth, bro. Bro, if you're worth 300k, yeah, if you're worth 300k, Osman needs to be putting up Harry Kane numbers, Lewandowski numbers, bro. You get me, bro? Like
what I was trying to say, yeah. What I was trying to say before, I was trying to say that the players that you mentioned, Benzema and Harry Kane, those are ballers. Do you know what I'm saying? So they can play without pace. You get me? Problem is that nowadays, the strikers that we have now, obviously, I believe there's strikers everywhere in the world. Like if you go Mexico to some team, you probably find a striker there. But unfortunately, our clubs aren't doing that. We want something ready right now. The ones that are ready right now, let's be honest, man. You've got Osimhen, pace and power. Gyökeres, pace and power. Haaland, pace and power. Who else? That's about it. Like, that's about it.
The striker market is dead, Rashid. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, we've spent the last 10 years building false nines. So there's no real strikers out there. The striker, there's very few that you'd actually invest money into. Isak is tied up. Haaland is tied up. Alvarez just moved. He's tied up. Osimhen, I don't know what's going on with Osimhen. There's not many strikers out there, to be honest. All of them you want to sign.
I don't really, I'm starting to feel like this whole thing is us as fans, innit? Like us as fans, we're not watching every game. We're invested in our own team. We're invested in the league that we watch. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, let's be real. Pavlidis is better than a lot of strikers in the Premier League. In a lot of the big. You get what I'm saying? He's scoring in the Champions League. He's also producing for Benfica when we should have been light years away from Sporting. Even with when they got rid of Ruben Amorim, like Doué. Why didn't we scout Doué? Why didn't anyone scout Kvaratskhelia? Where did he come from? Why didn't anyone scout
Doué wanted to sign for Paris Saint-Germain, I think he wanted to sign for them.
But where did these guys come from, though? Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, Vitinha, like, why didn't anyone pick up Vitinha? Do you know what I'm saying? He was here. You know what I'm saying? Under our nose. Do you get it? Like, McAllister as well. How did Brighton get McAllister?
35, yeah.
Scouting, there's bare ballers out there because a lot of the ballers that we're talking about are ballers that a lot of fans were like, oh, I don't want to get them. Like, we don't know about them. Like, but it's not our job, innit? Like, to be fair, it's not our job to scout all these players because we want to watch all these games. But when people say there's no quality out there, how did Gyökeres end up in Sporting? He was in the Championship. Do you get me? So it's like, bro, there's players out there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Mateta as well for Crystal Palace, decent striker. Do you get what I'm saying? There's strikers out there. I just feel like
even Mickey Van der Ven as well, bro. Mickey Van der Ven, Tottenham bought Van der Ven for like 30 mil. Like Van der Ven, like
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, so when people are like, oh, there's no ballers out there, they are. The elite, the top teams, think they're a lot of them, not all of them, think that we just have to get the big names. Fuck the big names, bro, because fans won't give a shit how much a player costs.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? If you put out certain names out there into the atmosphere, you'll get clowned for it. That's the thing. Because right now, the two players I'm actually quite high on is Matteo Retegui, who is playing for who's he playing for now? Atalanta. He's up front striker, Argentinian, but he changed his nationality to Italian, so he's an Italian striker, right? With Argentine descent. And the other player that I want for left wing at some time in the future is Brian Zaragoza, who is signed for Bayern Munich on loan at Osasuna. But the thing is, if you say these names, if you're a content creator and you put out these hipster names, people are just going to clown you for it. So you kind of have to go with you have to say the bait stuff like, the Osimhens, whoever's trending. Like Nico Williams is trending, so you got to mention Nico Williams. I want Nico Williams. Once you start mentioning these other names like Pavlidis, people think you're talking rubbish. Do you get what I mean? You can't mention.
Even Lookman, bro. Even Lookman at Atalanta, bro. Look what Lookman's doing at Atalanta. Like that's another player that people don't speak about.
Turn up in the final, facts. But bro, there's one guy, you guys that don't watch Benfica, he's Argentinian. He's called Perstiani. He's a number 10, at Benfica. He's been injured, The guy is cold. 19 years old, cold, bro. The thing is, he's been injured, bro. When I saw him early on in the season, bro, he was cooking. You know what I'm saying? But didn't get to see too much of him because obviously for injuries, But this is what I'm saying. Like, you're right, Josh, They just, Perstiani, what's Northside about? Perstiani.
But no.
Like, for me, like Josh is coming up with that Retegui guy, I ain't seen him in it, so I don't have an opinion in it. So until I see him, I'll have an opinion. Like, I'm not gonna chat shit about it if I ain't seen the guy in it. You know what I'm saying? But Perstiani, 19 years old, Argentinian, I am telling you, and everyone knows Benfica always pick up ball. They always pick up a baller. There's always a gem in there. And I'm telling you, this kid, is fucking cold. Fuck Cockshoe. This guy is the guy, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
But we don't have the
big up Lee for the raid. Go on, Rashid.
Big up Lee, man. We don't have the luxury to try something now. The names that you're mentioning right now, like I said, you can find a baller in Mexico. Do you know what I'm saying? Some team in Mexico, some team in Salvador, I don't know. You'll find ballers everywhere. The problem is, with us, phase 6, we don't have the time to bring in a player. we should, in reality, we should bring one player that is a potential and one player that is ready right now. That's why people will laugh off any name you'd mention. Do you know what I'm saying? That's probably why, because we need something right now. I'm not gonna wait for him. I'm not gonna wait for him to boom. That's what that's how I see it, man.
Because he plays for that club or he plays for that club. Like I had it last season, I was saying Manchester United should sign Sander Berg from Burnley for £20 million, but people's telling me, oh, but he plays for Burnley. Like, bro, like Sander Berg gets in our midfield right now, bro. You get me, bro? Sander Berg gets in our
balling out as well, you know.
You Sander Berg balling out right now, but people are saying to me, oh, we don't want Sander Berg because he plays for Burnley, bro. It's about profiles, bro. We've had big names. We've had Jadon Sancho and Paul Pogba and did not know how to use these players, bro. That's the reality of it. Like the thing is, the people are overlooking. People are even overlooking at my club, Liam Delap, bro, all because he plays for Ipswich, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah,
he's
a
Liam
bargain.
Delap is one of
£30 million.
£30 million. Yeah,
Bargain.
that's what I'm saying. But people overlook these players because he plays for Ipswich or he plays for Real or he plays for this club.
But King, he wants 150k, I think. That's what.
I heard.
Roughly around that ballpark. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, but he's one of the better strikers. He's one of the better strikers in the league, bro. And like, bro,
that's
you know, Liverpool. Yeah, you see how you like you guys are getting rid of Trent. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Alvaro Fernandez. Yeah, Benfica, the left back. Yeah, I know you need a left back.
But why are you selling us Benfica?
No, bro, because that's I'm telling you the good ones. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, don't buy him in it. Don't buy him in it. Don't worry. Don't buy him in it. Don't worry in it. Don't worry, now it's fine, innit?
He's just showing you samples. He's just showing you samples.
Bro, they like a fullback like Trent, yeah, because they may not get a Trent like replacement, yeah. So you'll probably get a right back, maybe that will just sit back in it. But you see what Trent does going forward. Not saying he's as good, but I'm saying what he does and his quality. Going forward, Alvaro Fernandez, yeah, he's very good, bro. He can take on his man. He's got good crossing, good passing, good IQ in the final third, and he can defend as well. He's not a bimbo. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm telling you, the ones
and we let him go.
Benfica watch-alongs, yeah, I've been praising Perstiani, Pavlidis, Atokoglu, and Alvaro Fernandez. The two main.
Do you guys play three at the back?
No, we play a back four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we let him go, by the way.
And this isn't a dead Benfica team, bro. I'm telling you, Alvaro's probably been our best player, bro, all season, bro. He's been cold.
The right back that I want to sign is Vanderson from Monaco. I wanted Michael Kyoto as well, but he went to he's signed with Brentford now. But yeah, I want Vanderson, but it seems like we're going to get Jeremy Frimpong. So basically, Ibrahima Konate's hamstrings are absolutely finished.
You know what? The disrespect of my club here. No. Hold on. You man suck off Ruben Diaz, yeah? Where did he come from? My club. Where you look like Bernardo Silva, yeah, when he first come in. Where did he come from? My club. Benfica, Di Maria. Di Maria in his time with Mourinho at Real Madrid. Where did he come from? My club. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Put some fucking respect on Benfica, man. I ain't having a disrespect. It's not our fault. Liverpool overpaid for Nunes. You know
You're moving like Birdman, man. You're moving like Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman.
I said it already.
Yeah.
No, but like,
out of his mouth. I ain't got no more talking.
Yeah, but this is the point, bro. Like, people should not dismiss players here. Players should not dismiss players because they play for certain clubs, bro. Yeah, like, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, this is what I'm trying to say with people. But that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays, bro. Like, people just want names in it. Like, bro, look at freaking Real Madrid, bro. They got Mbappe, Vinny, Jude, and what are they being? What have Real Madrid done this season, bro? With all their names, like, know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it's system, bro. You can have all the players in the world, but if the system doesn't work, it's not gonna bang. Like, for example, Arsenal right now have players that could give PSG a game. I don't want to say win, but it gives them a game. Yeah, exactly. Could give them a game. You can see at least. Yeah, I'll give you.
They got Henderson, bro. When these man got Hendel, These man didn't know Hendo would perform the way he's performing. Be real, Josh. Did you expect Hendo to become captain and do what he did?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Hendo's an underrated player for us. You know that. The fact that he took the captaincy from Steven Gerrard, right? That's impressive. He carried the club really well, you know. And look, let's be real. Hendo is not the most talented footballer, but he does a job. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to play your position. It's like what Rashid said. Not everyone in your team has to be a technical baller. Sometimes you just need guys with like an engine, and you know the rest and the system, and you have the other players around them, and it works. And Henderson did a great job for us. So.
Roy Keane was a great defensive midfielder, but he wasn't the most techie baller fucking midfielder. He wasn't, but he was great at what the fuck he did.
Even Park Ji-sung, bro, even Park Ji-sung and Darren Fletcher, like they would come in certain games, bro, and perform. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen these man, John O'Shea and them man there. You know what I'm saying?
He was a cardio merchant.
Yeah, they have their games. You know what I'm saying? Because you see players like, for example, Lewis Skelly today got the ball from the defense, took the ball all the way to Martinelli. That's something our midfielders are not doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've been crying out loud for this. We want someone that can do this. And we have him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We actually have the player. We've got a player in Ethan. We've got a player in him. Okay, you want to play Odegaard so bad? No problem. So what you do is that you give competition between them. The best man will play. You give Rice and Skelly competition. The best man will play. If Rice has to be in every starting lineup, there's certain games. This is something we were talking about, me and North, and when I thought about it, it's true. Certain games you don't need Rice and Partey to play that midfield. Like, why are you defending against Crystal Palace and them, man? Attack them, bro. Go at them.
And Ipswich and Southampton and them, man, there. You don't need to be playing Rice in those games, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But bro, you know what they were saying, Rashi? They would say, oh, but if we played this player, it was done to Rice's growth. Oh, it was done to Odegaard's growth. Oh, it was done to Saka's growth. That's what that man will come out and say, bro.
But for example, Arteta, he saw that with the PSG were out-teching us in that midfield. To beat Tech, you can't beat them with rugby players. They're not going to touch the ball. And you know this is football. Anything is a yellow card, second yellow, red. So you can't touch the ball with techie play. Any man that's played football before knows that techie plays, you can't even touch them. You can't even get to them to actually use your strength to get the ball off them. So what was happening most of the time? Well, first leg, Moreno and Partey were getting nowhere near them. They couldn't even touch them. So you're seeing that they're attacking us in that midfield. What do? And you saw that Dembele and Kvara are a problem. What do? You take off Lewis Skelly. You put him in that midfield to go tech for tech. Then we go tech for tech, and then we close that defense. We have a left back that can actually defend, because Dembele is not someone that you leave spaces in behind. You don't leave spaces in behind for Doué, Dembele. These men will hurt you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just this is simple game management. I'm not even a manager. Do you know? I'm not even. I just play football and I see man play, and I know what, when you can't play, you can't beat them like that. That's the problem. He wanted to beat them his way. He just needed to change his way. And that's all it is. If we had a manager this season, we would have won something. A proper manager that is actually just has a bit of in-game management, just a bit. We would have won something this season. I swear, with these players that everybody's calling them a scrub, which I agree with, don't get me wrong. But like, we would have won something. You get me? So it's all about system, bro. It's not just about the player nowadays. There's not a lot of borders in this. Well, in the main stage, sorry. Go on.
Well, how many of Newcastle players would they take? Because a lot of times this fan base talk about Bruno Guimaraes and Isak, yeah? Have they got better?
Newcastle's team is sick.
Their team are sick. But the problem
best
is
midfield.
When Arsenal fans say that their team is a better starting 11 than us, a lot of them would argue they're not. Yeah. Why are they able to win something and we don't? Would they take Livramento over Skelly? They would argue that they wouldn't, bro. They would tell you they wouldn't. Would they take Murphy as a wing back over Ben White or Timber? They would argue that they wouldn't. Would they say that back line, that I know they play a back three, Botman, Byrne, and Salah, would they take them over Gabriel and Saliba? They'll tell you not, bro. They would tell you not. Do you get me? Their midfield, would they say it's better? They tell us that Rice is world class. They tell us that Partey is a top midfielder. They say that Odegaard's world class. Would they take that over the mid from Newcastle with Tonali and Guimarães? They would probably argue not. They're the only really Guimarães is probably up there. But the wingers, they say that Saka's better. They'll say Saka's better than Barnes. They would say that Martinelli's better than Gordon. They obviously would say Isak's better than Moreno. That's what they would say. Bro, Josh, you know, they would say this, bro.
Yeah.
If that's the case, and we're much better than them, how can that team be able to win a trophy and we don't? And we say it's progress. Bullshit. You can't hype up this team and say we're better than Newcastle, we're better than this, we're better than Bournemouth, we're better than... And then some of these teams are going to win something. Man City on a fall-off. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think all our players are better than theirs. But then what's the excuse?
Quickly to pick up where Rashid left off. I was telling North on a previous stream, I said the reason why you would lose to PSG is because of the manager, not because of the players. Because you know what it is? It's he does not have the management skill in pressure moments. When the pressure is off, that's when Arsenal look amazing. And I think you basically co-signed that after the post-match here of PSG. You were like, why is the manager shouting and screaming when he should be calming the players down and saying, look, it's all right, we're 1 goal down. There's still a lot of time to go. If you get 1 goal back, it's a completely different game. And that's the difference, really. He's when it comes to pressure moments, his inexperience really shows. And that's why you don't win anything, because he knows that he's feeling the pressure more than the players. And it comes out in his actions on the touchline. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you're not winning anything.
Facts.
Uru, you're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
It's mad, bro. It's absolutely mad, bro. If Chelsea win the Conference League, Arsenal fans most Arsenal fans will say, "Oh, Thomas Partey, Thomas Partey is better than Lavia. Thomas Partey is better. Rice is better than Caicedo." You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even take Chelsea's midfield, most of these Arsenal man. You know what I'm saying?
Am I muted now?
Odegaard's better than freaking Palmer. That's what they was.
We can
here's what I was about to say.
Facts. Yeah, Chelsea's midfield is better than us. Their midfield is way better than us. But go on.
Yeah, so here's what I was about to say to your comment, Josh. The thing is, back in the 90s, right, they had this thing called micromanaging, and they got rid of that. And that's when efficiency improved, because you're not constantly managing the little players in the game. You're managing the actual players that matter, you know? And this is what Arteta does. He micromanages every single player to a T, where if you're not doing what you're supposed to, you're on the bench. You either hold bench or you do exactly what I tell you to. And this is why a lot of the so-called ballers or people who just, or players who just want to, play with freedom and stuff, they cannot thrive in this system. It's simple as. Why do you think Ethan hasn't gotten minutes? Because, once in a while he loses the ball. But sometimes he can produce a spark that, can change a game. But because he loses the ball sometimes, Arteta's thinking to himself, I told this guy to follow instructions, but he can't. So you know what? I'm not going to play him. I'd rather play Zinchenko. I'd rather play 4 left backs than bring on an attack player in a game that we need to win to secure a Champions League spot. It's insane.
And yet the teams that are ahead of us in the Champions League have unpredictability about us. Someone please tell me what the instruction is for Yamal, because he doesn't always run down the byline and try whipping across. He takes on players. Sometimes he drops in deeper. Sometimes he provides. Sometimes he takes a shot when he has an open. Yeah, I'm saying he doesn't have a set instruction. You don't know what Yamal's going to do. Unpredictability. Rafinha, he isn't bombing up and down the whole game. A lot of times you don't see him do anything. But where is he? He's always in the dangerous spot. He's always in the box. He's always anticipating that pass from Yamal or the pass from Dani Olmo, and then he takes his opportunity. Ferran Torres, moving around, trying to create space, trying to link up, trying to create space even for the front three, even if he doesn't get the opportunity. Trying to anticipate a pass from Dani Olmo, unpredictable. Eric Garcia, late runs into the box, unpredictable. What did the Arteta keep saying? This is the thing I know that this guy here doesn't know about football. He's like, but low percentages. Who expected Eric Garcia and players like that to score? Who expected, I'm saying, PSG to have flipping their fullback score a goal? We didn't expect that. You don't expect defenders to score.
Freeze, bro.
What the Fucker, you've been getting our defenders to fucking bail us out the whole fucking season. How dare you talk that you can't anticipate that? You've had Gabriel on set pieces getting us out of dangerous positions. And scoring goals on the set piece kings. You've had fucking Rice doing a fucking goal a game or two. You've had Moreno play up front as a defensive midfielder scoring you goals. Are you fucking dumb? Are you retarded? I can't understand. I hate this manager, bro. How dare you talk about, oh, we can't anticipate it? But you've set up the team to score from fucking defenders. Our defenders always having to fucking bail us out. Are you dumb? Yeah. When you look at Inter Milan, yeah, you look at PSG. PSG, they interchange. Kvaratskhelia interchange. One time he's on the left, next he's on the right. Doué, he's on the right, then he's on the left. Dembele, sometimes it looks like he's a striker, then he goes on to the fucking right or goes on to the left. You don't know where he's at. Vitinha's picking up the ball, trying to spark a counter attack. Next thing you know, he's in the 10. Next thing you know, he's in the box. You don't know what these men are going to do. Unpredictable, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The best version of Liverpool that I saw, fucking Firmino, Salah, Mane, interchanging. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know if Ronaldo's going to get involved or flipping Hendo's going to get involved. You don't know. It's hard to mark them because they're always moving about. You don't know what they're going to do. What do? Same old shit all the time. We're the most predictable team. And
nothing else.
Break teams down. You can't. How can you defend against the team that interchange? How can you defend against the team that you don't know if they're going to drop or they're going to hit on the counter? If they're going to link up play or they're going to go wide? If they're going to stay in the box and then they're going to provide for that player? It's unpredictable. You can't coach against that. You can't. Which is why we saw the game that we saw against Barca and Inter. The same shit. You saw Thuram dropping deep, receiving the ball, but then you saw him in the final third as well. The only thing is he was offside. You don't know what he's going to do. Martinez can drop it, link up, but then you can see flipping. Even fucking Mkhitaryan. Even Mkhitaryan had chances in the fucking box, bro. But the guy was getting back and defending. Then you have
in 2025, man.
Bro, you didn't know if fucking Dumfries was going to sit back or he's going to go forward, bro. This is the unpredictability that fucking playing a stupid, rigid system is easy to plan against, but you can't plan against these things because football, you can't say McAllister, you can't say, oh, blow the whistle, this ain't a fucking training ground, and say, oh, could you see what Dumfries is doing? Can you push back? These are things that you can't plan for. This is why you make your team fucking unpredictable and you have players that can play off the cuff and can think for themselves. But you don't have that ability because you haven't coached that ability and you haven't scouted for that ability. You've scouted for robotic bullshit. And this is why I say, if you want to be the fucking star, then be the fucking star and get us over the line. But instead, no, this ain't fucking chess. He thinks this is like sitting down with the old men. You know the old Dominicans with the dominoes and the fucking and getting up the check. Oh, we're going to play chess, guys. We're going to play chess, guys. I want the queen to go here. I want the king to go here. I want the horseman to go here. I want the pawn to go there. Please pause, guys. Pause. You fucking retard. I'm tired of this guy, bro. I'm sick of Arteta, bro. I'm sick of him. Play a system. Get players that can actually do shit. Kvaratskhelia by himself was taking on 3 fucking players against us. 3! And we couldn't stop him. He hit the fucking post. You can't plan for shit like that. You don't know if he's gonna go down the wing, he's gonna cut in. You don't know. That's why Timber was looking dead. All of these players are used to it. Bro, they're not used to it, bro.
They're not used to it. I've been saying it though. I said it in the last video. I said Lewis Skelly and Timber are not used to going against in 1v1 situations. They're not used to having techie wingers or having wingers that can bring them in 1v1 situations and that, bro. They're not used to it because most of the wingers are just like pace and power. Most of the wingers in the Premier League are just predictable. And this is what it is. And the thing is, Arteta doesn't play Ethan because Ethan doesn't press from the front and all of that crap. But you know what I'm saying? That Ethan doesn't run back and all of that crap.
He runs back. He has to because he'd be hooked like 2 minutes if he didn't run back. You know what I mean?
You know how you're saying about Arteta consistently micromanaging, yeah? Doesn't that imply the fact that the players that you have on the pitch, they're not got good IQ because you have to consistently tell them what to do, yeah? And wouldn't you suggest that that's down to poor recruitment as well? If that's the case.
For some spots, yes, but the thing is, he's had these players for like, let's say 3 years, yeah? Our starting 11 now for the most part, 2 or 3 seasons we've had these same starting 11. The thing about a manager is, if you do not let players thrive in their natural role or the role that you chose for them, let's say, and you keep telling them what to do during a game, like you were saying, right? Like, why is he so agitated against PSG 1-0 down? Maybe just let the players do their thing. You gave them the instructions. You don't have to keep constantly reminding them of them, or there's a lot of pressure on you as a player, because then next thing you know, it's like, oh, I didn't follow the manager's instructions and he's going to be mad at me during halftime, or I don't know, post-match talk or whatever. And a lot of these players are young. They're easily molded. You know how you were when you were 23? I knew how I was. If like someone's telling me, if an elder is telling me that you need to behave this way in a certain situation, I'm like, yeah, you know what? They have more experience than me. I probably should listen to them. And when a player steps out of line, they're out of the team. That's just how it works. So they have to follow these instructions or they're out of the team. It's just how it works with Arteta.
By the way, before I leave, I just want to say one thing. For all the top gooners that say things like, oh, you know, we missed part A, we missed this player, we missed that player for this game. Guess what, yeah? Here's a couple of facts for you. The Champions League final, Man United played Bayern Munich in 99. They had no Paul Scholes. They had no Roy Keane. They won the game 2-1. Liverpool played...
different
Barcelona.
landscape.
Sorry?
landscape. Now carry on, Josh. Carry on.
Liverpool played Barcelona. Second leg, we were 3-0 down. We had no Firmino and no Salah. We had a front three of Sadio Mane, Divock Origi, and Xherdan Shaqiri, and won the game 4-0. So injuries are not always it's not an excuse. You just got to make things work.
No.
You know what I mean?
And Josh, I know you said about players having poor IQ and this and that. It comes down to recruitment, but Arteta said himself he has the final say on transfers. So that's on Arteta, because when the gal says, "Oh, it's on the board," it's on the board. No, it's not, bro. Arteta has. How can it be on the board? When Arteta freaking has the final say, bro, of freaking transfers, bro. And the board's giving him freaking 100 and something million pounds, bro. like this is the nonsense that these men come out with. You know what I'm saying? Arteta has recruited most of them, all of these players like Nuno Tavares, Pablo, Mari, Ronaldson, freaking all of them, man, there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Liverpool. Because one thing, Josh, but I know you got to go. One thing about your club, is you recruit properly, bro. You do most of the time. Obviously, no club gets it 100%. No club gets it.
We rarely spend money, but when we do, it works.
It works. Exactly. You get me? So it's like, bro, Liverpool would be an absolute problem if they had like mad rich owners or owners that
proper owners.
It'd be crazy, because the money that you do spend, maybe then, you know, some clubs as well, when they get money and they didn't have money, then they do stupidness, innit? They do good recruitment, then they go too far. But your recruitment is on point, bro. You try and make every signing count, bro, and that's the thing, man. But listen, once again, Josh, man, congrats to you, man. Well deserved winners. But listen, have you even really played anyone though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm yet to see us play anybody, man. Like playing these bums.
Have we played anyone yet? Yeah, I remember that one. Have we played anyone?
You know what I
mean? Van Dijk. These men were saying Van Dijk is busted, bro.
Before you go, are you going to the parade? Yeah.
No. It's my mom's 60th, so I've got.
Tell Mumsy, let's celebrate at the parade, man.
She'll be so confused, you know that, bless her. You know, she tried, before I go, it's a little funny story right here. But my mum knows nothing about football. So you remember when you guys had Nike as your kit sponsor? So we're in the Nike store, this is back in 2013. You remember the away kit for Arsenal was black and purple horizontal stripes. She was like, oh, I see a nice jumper, let me buy it for you, yeah? And I knew exactly what it was before, because I saw it from across the store. I was like, I know exactly what it is. I said, Mum, I can't wear that. And she goes, why not? I'm like, it's an Arsenal hoodie. Do you know what she turned around and said to me? It's okay, you can learn. What you mean? I'm a Liverpool fan. What's going on?
Sounds like Arteta.
We're a family, Josh. We're a
You can
family.
learn.
They're family guys, the light ball guys, all of that.
Nah,
You
bless
know
your
what I'm
mum, bro. That's the type of stuff my mum would do, bro. Bless your mum, bro. Don't ever. We don't want it to change. Let us stay the same. Don't let it change.
Yeah, that's it. I love guys. I'm off. Yeah, take care.
Love my G.
Big up Josh. Big up
Love,
Josh.
bro. Big up, bro. That's like my mum, bro. I said, why are you a sporting fan? Because my mum's a sporting fan. She's like,
Yeah.
I just like the colours. Just like
She just like the colours. That's
I
mad.
just like the colours. You know what I'm saying? My younger sister, 22 years younger than me. Like I said to her, like, why do you support Chelsea? She's like, because my name's Chelsea. That's it.
Oh, wow.
It's very easy for women. It's very easy for women. It's very simple. I'm saying, I like that.
She know nothing about football, yeah. She just like, oh, are you upset? Oh, what? Arsenal are shit again. She don't watch games.
I know. Yeah.
And then she's there, yeah. When Chelsea lifted the Champions League, yeah, she's like, woo! I'm like, you ain't been there the whole season. She's like, I don't care, it's my name.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, she didn't give a shit, bro. He's like, yeah, we're winners. And then they won the league, yeah, when they were with Mourinho. She's like, yeah, Mourinho. I said, name 2 players. She goes, I don't know, but I'm Chelsea.
Okay.
Bro, but my sister was clowning me, yeah, and she don't even watch football, bro. She'll be seeing me watch football. She'll go past, she's like, you're not losing again. She goes to me,
Yeah, I know.
She goes, yo. Why don't you just change? He goes, why don't you just change?
Dude, my
It's so simple for
coworkers
them.
tell me all the time. Like my coworkers, you know, Canadian and all, right? So into hockey and stuff. They don't know I've been following this club 20 plus years. They're like, oh, I see Arsenal lost today. Bro, why don't you just like switch to Man City or like, you know, some other club? Like, it just makes sense, you know? It's not like you're even from there. That's not how it works.
No, but it's easy for them because if you don't love football since you were a kid, like for example, my father never liked football. Do you know what I'm saying? He never pushed me to play football. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't understand. Do you know what I'm saying? The game. You get me? But my uncles, on the other hand, understand the game and they love. We all love Arsenal. We're all Arsenal. Like, you know how it is. You know how it is, bro. We're integrated into the Finsbury Park community. Big up to everyone in Finsbury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. But when it comes to women, it's quite simple. Yesterday I was talking to the girl. She was like, oh yeah, because the guy before me was like, he liked Liverpool, innit? He was 2019, and they won the league with 2020, when they won the league. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, Arsenal weren't doing so well there then, and still Arsenal are not doing so well now. You get what I'm trying to say? Why don't you change? I'm like, it's not like that, bro. You can't just change. You get me? You can't just wake up one day and be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go be support. You know what? I can't do it. I don't
You know what
know.
it's like? It's like when people found out, yeah, that Drake has ghostwriters, they're like, yo, you can never be a top MC. That's what it's like. If you change club, yeah,
Facts.
no one ain't respecting what you gotta say. It's true. Well, like for example, yeah, we're all clown Deji, yeah. But if Deji switched club, yeah, we wouldn't rate it. That's the truth.
Yeah,
They're
of
rated,
course.
like, they're rated.
Yeah.
Even though we support Spurs, yeah, just like you've made that decision, you got to stick by it, innit? Like for you to have any credibility, you got to stick by it, bro. It just is what it is, bro. And that's why women, yeah, wish that we love them the way we love our club.
Facts. She jealous. She jealous, bro. You know what I'm saying? She jealous, bro. Like, why are you always watching it like 2 hours? What, you gonna watch 2 hours this game? All right, cool. Okay, cuddle me. All right, cuddle me. And then because you can't cuddle and watch the game, you can, but I like to concentrate with the game. You get me? And then I'll hold my hand. And then this, clingy as fuck, bro. Like, I swear to God, man.
No,
I swear.
You know what
Even
the
when
cheat
you
code
hang out.
is? I'll tell you what the cheat code is.
What
If you
is it? Tell me,
If
please.
you have a steady flow of money, right? Just send it to the masseuse at the right times, man. Just, you go have a spa day. Yeah, just go have a spa
guy.
weekend. I don't care. I just need you out of the
the
house.
few games. Listen, man, the few games I'm already.
Get out my face. You know what I'm saying? Get out my face.
Bro,
No, but
you cook it.
saying get out of my face without actually saying get the fuck out of my house.
listen, man. I'll be real with you. The few games that I go to watch Arsenal, you already spend money on that, whatever TV, T-shirt, whatever that. That's already money on this club, bro. And you shouldn't even be spending money on this club like that. I'll be real, bro. To send my girl to the masseuse, that's more money to watch this shit. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you need to. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I can't lie. It's a lot. But even the YouTube thing. Oh, are you gay now? What kind of stupid shit is this? Oh, are you gay? You're always hanging out with them, man. Like you're streaming all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? Because game time, you stream before the game, like an hour and a half, and then after you're with North and then with Lee, whatever, and then it just goes. And because she sees you happy, innit? She sees you laughing. She sees you laughing with them, man. She gets pissed off. You get me?
You're never that happy with me.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason for that, bitch. I'm joking. But
on a real though, I gotta bring up something to you guys that I heard today in a WhatsApp group, and a lot of you know this dude, but I won't bring up any names. Yeah, but now the narrative has switched from absolutely terrible season to we've had a better season than Spurs and United, even though they're in the Europa League final. Right? No, because hear me out. Because sure, if one of them win, they've had a more successful season, but they're in a shit comp, so technically we've still had a better season. Thoughts?
Bro. Go first, man. There's a lot of people here. Go first.
Who? Well, me.
No, I thought it was. Yeah, go first. There's a couple of people here, and then I'll respond to this stupid.
Bro, at the end of the day, United would have had a better season than Arsenal if we win that trophy, innit? Same with Tottenham, innit? At the end of the day, yeah, Arsenal fans are going to downplay it and say, "Oh, the Europa League is dusty. Oh, the Europa League is dusty. We don't care about the Europa League." You know what I mean? You have to finish fifth and sixth, and that we don't care about winning the Europa League. We rather be every season in a semi-final of the Champions League because it's a Champions League. Like, bro, get out of here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Second place, semi-final. But did you win it, bro? No one cares if you got into the semi-final, bro. No one cares. Did you win the competition? No, you didn't. If the Europa League was so easy to win, yeah, how comes you went out against Sporting Lisbon? How comes you went out? What was it? Didn't you guys go out against freaking Olympia Arcos as well at one bit? So, like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah. But here's the thing: the quality of the Europa League was better back then, is what I've been told. I'm just relaying information. This is not actual.
Yeah, but this is the thing I don't like here, because Arsenal, I hear Arsenal fans mostly say, "Oh, the Premier League is just the Premier League is not great," and this and that. So how comes if the Premier League is dusty, this and that, yeah, if it's a worse league, yeah, how comes you wasn't able to get over the line? Oh, what? Because of injuries, bro. Injuries. Is that it? Because you were saying about Liverpool won the league because they got Van Dijk, they got Salah, they got Trent, this and that. But you weren't saying that at the start of the season. Them man were saying at the start of the season, Van Dijk is washed. Them man were saying Van Dijk is finished. Them man were saying Salah was finished. Them man were saying Trent was finished. They were saying Liverpool are finished without Klopp. You get me? That's what them man were saying, bro. At the start of the season, they were saying.
Do you watch that? Do you know the hypocrisy with my fan base? If Chelsea doesn't win the Conference League, they'll clown them. If Man United don't win the Europa League, they'll clown them. If Spurs don't win the Europa League, they'll clown them. So why don't we have the same energy for my club? Why
that's what I'm saying.
Hold them to the standards if we don't win something? Because
that's what I'm saying.
So is it about winning trophies? Is it not? Because you man love to talk shit, yeah, when rivals don't win, yeah, which is fine because I will clown. Yeah. I demand my club to win trophies. I don't back away from my club winning trophies, whether we do it or we don't. And that's the hypocrisy, bro. They all say, no, Chelsea has to win it. Well, if the Europa League is beneath a club like Arsenal, surely we should have won it in the opportunities that we had. Surely, because it's beneath us. But no context. We still had a good season. Okay, cool. Then keep the same fucking energy when it's your club, though. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because what?
They said the same thing about the League Cup,
bro. This is what I was told. Sure, if United or Spurs win the trophy, right? They might have had a more successful season, but they would not have a better season than us. This is what I was told, and I'm just saying this to train you for what's to come during the summer, because this guy will be on your channel. I guarantee you, and he will bring this up. So I mean,
but this is why.
Training.
Yeah, but this is why you will know this as well. Yeah, you will know the guru. You will know this. This is why your fan base gets laughed at, bro. This is why your fan base. This is why your fan base gets laughed at. Because I remember when Man United won the Carabao Cup, then man was like, "Oh, the Carabao Cup is a freaking water bottle cup." This and that. Like we don't care about the Carabao Cup. The Carabao Cup is beneath a club like Arsenal. This and that. Like that's what them man was saying. But like, you know what I'm saying? If the Carabao Cup's like so easy to win and this and that, yeah, how comes Arsenal never won the Carabao Cup? Like, bro, what your fan base has to realize is if Man City win the FA Cup, Man City are 2 trophies behind you, bro. Chelsea, if they win the Conference League, they are like 5 trophies behind you, bro.
But what's the difference?
Even away from
what's the difference?
Yeah? As it currently stands, yeah, Aston Villa are only 5 points below Arsenal. They're only 5 points away from Arsenal, bro. Aston Villa got 63 points. Arsenal got 68. How the fuck is he that close to us in terms of points? With the money that he spent? No, but it's the truth though. Because you man told me, yeah, that Unai Emery's washed. He's not as good as Arteta. He took that team, yeah, that was sinking, about to get relegated, under Steven Gerrard, and all of a sudden, he's 5 points away from Arsenal, bro. Explain that shit to me. How is Chelsea? Chelsea, look at the money that they spend. We've almost spent $1 billion, bro. We're not far off 750, bro. We almost spent $1 billion. How is Chelsea in phase 1? Do you know what I'm saying? Phase 1 of their manager. How are they 5 points away from Arsenal? How are Man City with their worst fucking season?
Yeah.
What are they? 3 points away from Arsenal. 3 points in their worst season.
Yeah.
3 points away, and they could win a fucking cup final, bro.
Newcastle are like 2 points behind you. Newcastle are like 2 points behind you, man.
Bro, let's be real. Newcastle have restraints on how much they can spend. They got a massive club. They're a one city club, yeah, but they can't spend as much as Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea. The money that we're allowed to spend, they can't spend that. Yeah. How are they 2 points away from Arsenal? Please explain that to me, bro. Because it looks to me that everyone's fucking catching up. Yeah. Just away from Liverpool. Liverpool finished below us. We already know they won the league. Cool. They're on 83 points. Everyone's fucking catching up, bro. Everyone's catching up in a season that you're telling me, oh, we're improving. It's an improvement. No, it's not.
No.
How is it an improvement, bro? Everyone's fucking catching up, bro.
Right. And with the context you're giving, Northside, here's the thing. You know you need to win this game in order, like this Liverpool game that we just had. You know you need to win this game in order to secure a league in the Champions League spot. Doesn't matter if it's 3rd, 4th, right? But you know what you do? You bring on 4 left backs instead. Because you have 4 left backs on the pitch because, we're a man down. And, it's going to be more embarrassing for us to lose than try to win. That's the mentality of this manager. It all comes back to the manager, and he's just... I don't understand how people back this guy. It actually irks me now. Like it physically boils my blood.
Because they fancy him. Because they fancy him. That's what it is. They fancy him, and they say, oh, it's down to injuries. It's down to injuries, bro. What? Oh, and they say, oh, it's luck. It's unlucky. It's unlucky. We've been getting all of these injuries. No, it's not, bro. It's not unlucky because Arteta plays these man 60-70% fit, bro, and Arteta runs these players into the ground in training, bro. Yeah, that's why. That's
No,
why
100%.
Habit says.
King, why do you think Declan Rice looked off in the PSG game? Because he was probably half injured, man.
Yeah, that's what
I have not seen Declan Rice like that ever.
Yeah,
Not this season, not last season, because
Yeah.
probably carrying something. And you know what? He told the manager, "Oh, I want to play for this. I want to play in this game." Obviously, every player wants to play in like a Champions League semifinal, right? But
yeah,
it's up to the manager to talk to the physio and all the staff and be like, "Is he actually fit? If he's actually
Yeah.
fit, we'll play him. But if not, but the bench was fixed, guys. I swear to God, right now, I swear to God, I will build my own car park, and every one of you pussios that told me it was an 8 out of 10 summer transfer window, meet me there. I'll give you the address. Just DM me.
yeah, but
Trust
yeah,
me.
but he played Ben White,
I'll fight all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, but he played Ben White. He played Ben White when Ben White needed surgery at the start of the season. He played Gabriel Jesus when he needed surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, man's been playing Bukayo Saka like through all of these games and expecting that Arsenal weren't going to get any injuries. Martin, he's been playing Odegaard through freaking injury, bro. He's been playing these men all through injury, bro. And like people and Arsenal fans will be excuses saying, "Oh, it's unlucky." No, it's not unlucky. When you're playing players who are not fully 100% fit. And when you got these men doing training drills and working them too hard in training, what do you expect? What do you expect? Like Arsenal, how many hamstring injuries have Arsenal had? Like they've had about 3 or 4 hamstring injuries, bro. You get me,
That's
bro?
the thing.
Bro,
King, that's the thing, though. It's like you'll tell us that the bench was fixed and we can deal with injuries now, but when we have those injuries, you use those same injuries as an excuse. It makes no sense because it's either the manager's fault or the players aren't performing enough. Sometimes it's both. I get that. But most of the times, the blame falls on the manager because guess what? You are the guy managing the players. It's in your job title. This is what you do for a living. And you get paid the second highest in the world to do this
that's
job.
crazy. That's crazy.
15 M's, by the way, a year.
No
For you to
CV.
do an absolute abysmal job at managing the players, managing the game, bringing on players when they need to, and you just cannot seem to do it right. And next thing you know, these people come up with excuses like, "Oh yeah, but our training ground's not that good." Well, then that comes back to the board, the same board that you back, because they got a Declan Rice. And then in the same breath, you're like, no, it's the board that let him down because of one press comment that he made in January. He's like, yeah, we need to strengthen in the attack. But then obviously we didn't make an attacking signing, right? But it's like he's just trying to cover his back. That's all it is. Because while Edu was here, Edu said himself that me and Mikel, we have conversations together and we decide who to go for. Guess what?
Yeah.
Edu did not want Havertz. 65 million. Edu did not want Havertz. But Arteta forced it. And now he's in our team. No one's even talking about Kai because like, oh, Marino's doing so well, guys.
Now we need a striker. Now we need a striker. They sucked off the striker that we got. Now we don't have a striker. Now we need a clinical striker. But they didn't say this when we got Kai Havertz. When we said we need a clinical striker, we don't know about ball, Guru. We don't know about
No,
ball.
of course not. Of course not.
You don't understand what he's doing, bro. Yeah.
No, you just
down the lane.
bro, you just hate the club, man. Why you hating the club so much, man? You just want the club to like, you know.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy,
yeah,
man.
but
Listen, I got to wrap up because I got to redirect. I'm gonna be on Gundown UK, which we're gonna redirect to. Before we do,
you big up,
Real King, I know you don't got a channel, but big up every single time for jumping on.
big
Big
up.
up my G. You know what I'm saying? Always appreciate it. Guru, shout out your channel, my G. Shout out your channel, bro.
Match Day Guru, but I will not posting anything right now, but I will be back next season. So
There
if
you
you
go.
can follow me, nice. If not, at least like the video, guys, please.
There you go, man. There you go. Guru, love my G. You know what I'm saying? My
Of course,
brother
man.
always. Thank you for jumping on, bro. Rashid, Bled. My G
Yes,
from
yes,
Bled.
brother.
Shout your
You
channel,
already
bro.
know that. You already know that, bro. Who was that? Was that your colleague? Is that your colleague? Yeah. No. Or should we? Okay. Yeah. Arsenal Revolution TV, man. Then we can't hear me. I'm outside. I'm outside like always. Safe. It's safe out here. It's safe out here. But yeah, man. Arsenal Revolution TV. Come check us out on Tuesday. I'm gonna be doing a little show. We're gonna be talking about this dirty game and the game that's coming. It's just boring at this point, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing really much to talk about. I'm just looking forward to a show I'm gonna be doing for keep, sell, and loan. That's what I'm looking for. Apart from that, listen, man. And you catch us. Okay, you catch me on Wednesday, probably with DG. Shout out to him. And then North as well. North as well. We will be on the show. So yeah, man. Shout out people. Big up, man. Big up everyone, bro.
Big up, my G, man. Always love. Make sure you're subscribing to the man them. I'm gonna jump on now with Gundown UK. We're redirected now to the Arsenal anger management. Northside raid on the way in, and I'll see you guys there. Love, familia. Love. Northside raid on the way in. Love.